Welcome back, everyone. New Life Corporation is a unique nonprofit with the sole purpose of helping people learn how to manage the economic aspects of their lives. New Life Corporation is also part of the statewide VITA coalition, which offers free income tax preparation to those who qualify. And here to tell us more is Angel Fernandez Chavarro, New Life Corporation board member, and Shannon Houston, a VITA coalition member coordinator. Welcome, both of you. Thanks for being here this morning. Now, let's start with you, Angel. Tell us why this is different than other nonprofit organizations.
Well, look at it this way. If you're a customer or if you're a volunteer, what will happen is that a volunteer, for example, during tax season, might be able to say that he or she helped somebody get up to $57,000 total over the time that they volunteer for 14 weeks. So how many other nonprofits can you say that about?
Not many.
You know, not many at all. And if you're a donor, how many nonprofits can tell you that for every dollar you give to that nonprofit, there's a $38 return, which is pretty impressive. So and on top of that, for the client, not only will they get this money, but if they want to work with us, they might be able to turn their whole life around economically, learn how to manage their money, you know, get the right job skills so that they can have a job that will give them money so they can learn how to save and so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool.
Now, do you have a lot of customers come in for free income tax preparation?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I figured
we can have, the goal is, we're hoping around 3,000. Last year we had 2,800 people. The first year we started, we only had about 400. So it's
that's
really
a real
grown.
big jump in a number of people coming in. Now, how many people did you serve? You just said that number.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is it usually every year you see more, or is it just in the last couple years?
Well, it can vary based on the economy, based on a whole number of things. I mean, our goal is always growth. So, you know, we're aiming for the 3,000. We'll see if we hit it. And we're just one organization. Shannon will talk later about, you know, the statewide stuff. But it's really amazing what you're able to do when you're able to get the word out and help people realize that they're not getting everything they could when they file their income tax. And this is for working families.
And these are some pictures right here of people that you have helped in the past. You do have to qualify. What are the qualifications?
Sure. Roughly about $50,000 and under, but Shannon, you can be more specific if you'd like.
Basically, just any household with a total household income of $50,000 or less are eligible. Basically, the volunteers, depending on the location, can prepare most types of tax returns. They won't do tax returns for businesses or if there's certain more complicated situations, but in most cases they can just help any household less than $50,000.
Okay, and they must be thrilled to walk in and get this help.
Right, it's free. You know, number one, it's free. You can trust the folks who are done it. They're trained by the IRS. I mean, you know, through an approved IRS program, trained by us.
Right.
It's actually overseen by the IRS itself. And so you can't lose. And then if you work with the various groups, like in our case, New Life, you might be able to turn your whole life around.
And where does the funding come from? People always want to remember where the funding came from.
Yep. So overall around the state, the funding for this project comes from a lot of different places. Our group, the Connecticut Association for Human Services, applies for funding through the IRS. So the IRS is a big sponsor of this program. We also receive funding from Wells Fargo, Citibank, Webster Bank, United Illuminating. There's a lot of groups involved.
Support.
Annie E. Casey Foundation. Groups like New Life also sometimes raise their own funding to help support this work.
We sure do.
And
we have to raise about 70 grand on our own.
Wow, unbelievable.
And on top of that, we have our own local coalition of about 40 organizations, including our funders. So ours is the Coalition for Working Families. And so it's always a team effort.
Absolutely.
No question.
Thank you so much, both of you, for being here this morning. It's always nice to have organizations like yours. Thank you so much. For more information, just log on to our website, WTNH.com, and click on the Good Morning Connecticut section. And now, here he is. He's back.